DeMar DeRozan's next stop. This is according to sportsbet.ag. 3-1 favorites, the Miami Heat, followed by the Grizzlies at 4-1. The Hornets at 5-1. The Nuggets at 6-1. The Sixers at 7-1. Hey, look, the Lakers at 14-1. Yeah, that's just aggregating media reports. Again, DeMar DeRozan could end up in Miami. You can't never say never about whatever, but as Allen reported Friday, as of last Wednesday, they had not spoken about DeMar DeRozan. Know that for a fact. And the report started before that, so you know. I do have a thought. Every once in a while I pull out ye old trade machine because why not? It's the off season. And I was thinking, the Heat and the Kings have had, conversations. I'm sure Pat Riley and Scott Perry have had a couple. So what if you really, really wanted to shake things up? You know what I'm saying? What if you really wanted to move stuff around? Now, warning, this is going to probably piss some people off. But, we're just thinking here. There's no dumb ideas. Well, there are some dumb ideas. Let me find this from this morning. Yeah, bing, bing, bing. All right. Yep. 4. All right. Well, here's a way for DeRozan to go there, but this one might hurt. What do you think of this, Chris? I didn't want to say it. The Miami Heat send the Sacramento Kings Bam Adebayo, Terry Rozier, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. in exchange for Domantas Sabonis and DeMar DeRozan. Miami would also send their number 20 first-round pick.
I'd take it.
Let me explain where I'm coming from here.
Give me Jaime.
Is that why you're taking it? All right. For those who are not Jaime Jaquez stans.
I think Jason would take it too.
I have a feeling he would too. For those of you who are not Jaime Jaquez or UCLA stans, or both, here's where I would come from in the thinking there. Jaime Jaquez Jr. is a tweener guard who obviously has a bit of potential. We're not talking all-star potential, almost certainly, but, good rotational player.
Not every team has 5 all-stars.
That's right.
Unless you're the late 20 teens Warriors.
You're taking Terry Rozier and his $25 million contract on, I believe, an expiring, and they really want off that deal. So you're helping Miami there. Terry Rozier at this point is a negative asset, and it's important that needs to be acknowledged for those saying, if you're saying, well, why would the Heat do that? And when you look at Scary Terry, he's 31 years old, and he hasn't been very scary lately. Not having a very good time there. He's been kind of buried when he's been playing. When you look at his numbers last year, 10 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, and I'm rounding up, by the way, just not impressive. But this is a guy that has done much better in his, he played 23 games, or excuse me, he played 64. He started 23. And Terry Rozier is a guy who's 6'1". Ideally he's a 2. But he's also 6'1". He can play the 1. If you can get anything out of Terry Rozier, whatever. He's whatever. Bam Adebayo is interesting because Bam has a big contract coming up, but he's making 35 this year. And Bam Adebayo is not Domantas Sabonis. He is a completely different type of center. First off, he's 6'9". He's technically an undersized center. But it would be interesting to see if you could let him and Jonas step all over each other, although they're going to occupy a lot of the same space. He is 27, and he and Sabonis both kind of fill each other's needs, if you will, or weaknesses. Adebayo and Sabonis are going to score about the same. Sabonis is a better rebounder, but Bam Adebayo is a better defender. It would be very interesting if they went in that direction. You're sending them DeRozan So they're going to get some scoring back. And then you get the first round pick. So you grab yourself a different style center who also, by the way, gives you the opportunity to hop off of that contract if you want. Although I do think they'd acquire him to extend him. Bam is 27. Gives both of them a new atmosphere. But really what you're doing, you're getting in the first round, you're skewing more defensive. And now all of a sudden you have the ability to put Bam Adebayo, Keegan Murray, and Keon Ellis on the floor at the same time. If you really want to go defense, that's also if Devin Carter's still going to be here. It increasingly looks like he may not be here. He's certainly been an incredibly popular name brought up, as has Keon Ellis. The Kings' 3 best trade chips right now, to be honest with you, I don't know if Sabonis is in the top 3 because of the contract. He's certainly the best player on the team. But Keon Ellis, Keegan Murray, and Devin Carter are getting the most inquiries around the league by far on this team. And I know some of you listening right now are immediately going, hold on a second. If there's 3 guys on this team you don't trade, it's Keon Ellis, Keegan Murray, and Devin Carter. We don't want to give up on Devin Carter too early. We saw what we did with Tyrese Halliburton. Keon Ellis was our little piece of gold we found in the dust. And Keegan Murray's Keegan Murray. Hey, I get all of that, dude. I get it. I don't want to give any of them up either. I 100% hear you. But let's go back to the 5 words I have said for years. And you got to always repeat this to yourself. Other GMs get paid too. That's if you count GMs as one word, by the way. Other GMs get paid too. Those are the most popular assets, dude. You got to give to get. So I need to know who's on the other side. None of them are untradeable.
How many fans of other teams, if they were in a trade with the Kings, would be like, well, Keegan's got to be a part of it?
100%. Dave, do you really think Bam, a college teammate and friend of De'Aaron Fox, is going to come to the Kings? Well, Malik Monk is. It's a business, dude. It's a business. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's an interesting little topic that popped up yesterday. I want to get into it.